He grew up on the streets of Mamelodi, Pretoria, no mother, no safety net, selling goods informally just to survive. Decades later, he was sitting in Parliament's committee room, in leg irons, dressed head to toe in Fendi, implicating a former police minister, implicating a sitting police minister, implicating the head of crime intelligence from inside a C-Max maximum security prison. This is not a simple corruption story. This is the story of how one man allegedly bought his way into the highest corridors of South African policing, and what happened when the corridors started fighting back. Hi everyone, welcome to Legal Dynamics Co, where we unpack the law and justice one case at a time. Vusimuzi cat Matlala, born and raised in Mamelodi East, Pretoria. His childhood was defined by abandonment and trauma. His mother, a woman living with albinism, disappeared when he was young. He later learned she had been raped, a crime tied to dangerous myths about albinism. The experience traumatized her. She was gone. Matlala raised himself on the streets. He describes surviving by informal hustling, buying and selling goods. He finished school at Leilabal High School in Mamelodi. He reunited with his mother only in 2002. She was terminally ill. She died shortly after.
I grew up in Mamelodi East, which is in Pretoria, and I was raised by my single mother, and I went to school also in Mamelodi, which the name of the school is Letlhabile High School. So after my matric, that's when I started to do informal business, buying and selling goods.
From those streets, he built something. He founded CAT VIP Protection Services, a private security company. Then came more companies: Falcon Cat Trading, Lux South African Investments, Kokabeng Trading, Black AK Trading, and eventually Medicare 2420 District, a company providing health risk management services. And through those companies, he went after government contracts, and he got them. But from the very beginning, the law was never far away. In 2003, arrests, possession of suspected stolen property, theft from a motor vehicle theft, all withdrawn. 2001, convicted of burglary at residential premises, sentenced to 4 years, served time.
To a point where in 2001 I ended up being convicted for buying stuff which was illegal, and I've been sentenced to 4 years in prison.
2006, cash in transit heist, acquitted. 2011, car theft allegation, withdrawn. 2012, assault charge, withdrawn. 2013, house robbery, withdrawn. 2015, carjacking, withdrawn. 2016, illegal firearm, impersonating a police officer, obstructing police, all withdrawn. 2018, attempted murder, withdrawn. 9 lives, literally. A man who kept escaping the law while building an empire inside the institutions meant to enforce it. And this is where the cat story becomes South Africa's story. Because Matlala was not just evading the law, he was allegedly inside it. In 2024, Matlala's company Medicare 24 Tshwane District was awarded a 3-year health services contract with SAPS worth 360 million rand. The contract was to provide medical assessments and wellness services to approximately 180,000 police members. Medicare 24 was the only successful bidder. Internal SAPS audits later found the tender had been flagged for fraud and other crimes. Evidence of fronting, evidence of collusion, evidence of bid rigging involving 12 high-ranking police officers.
Matlala to join. Right, flat right. 4 is Rachel Matjeng.
Matjeng.
Richard. 5 is Alpheus Ngema.
Ngema. Alpheus.
Patrick Ntengwe, number 6.
Ntengwe Patrick.
Tumiso Maleleka, 7. Busisiwe Temba.
Temba.
10.
Busisiwe.
Christy Yonker, 11. Petunia Lenono,
Petunia.
12. Monica Toale.
Can you please kindly try to squeeze yourself to that side?
Monica Loele.
Monica.
Then Jabulo.
Matjeng, please can you just let's to just for that side, please.
Anton Paulson, 15. And Natsenga Monyai, 16.
Matlala paid Brigadier Rachel Matjeng, a senior officer in SAPS's finance section, 300,000 rand. He confirmed this himself. On 26 June 2026, Brigadier Matjeng claimed the money was not a bribe. She said Matlala was her boyfriend, that he showered her with gifts, including Ozempic, the weight loss drug costing approximately 4,500 rand per unit.
I have never borrowed money from Mr. Matlala, and the monies and gift received from 2017 was a gift from a boyfriend. None of the gift nor monies received from him were related to me having an influence to the awarding of the tender or the execution thereof, as I started receiving them from 2017 while being in our on and off relationship.
None of you two has ended that relationship. You didn't say to him, I'm no longer in it. It's that simple a question, so you can either say yes or no. We are wrong.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Brigadier, you were at the last sentence of paragraph 40.
The romantic relationship was well known to people close to my circle, and it is an open secret that we were in an on and off relationship. Conclusion. During our relationship, I knew Mr. Matlala as a businessman, having several businesses like Cat VIP Company, Medicare 2420 District, and other companies. I have never borrowed money from Mr. Matlala, and the monies and gift received from 2017 was a gift from a boyfriend.
Matlala to influence the tender. On 25 June 2026, Matlala pleaded guilty to fraud, corruption, and money laundering before the Pretoria Specialized Commercial Crimes Court, tied to the 360 million rand SAPS Health Services tender. He made formal plea admissions confirming the 300,000 rand payment to Brigadier Matjeng and its purpose. Approximately 50 million rand taxpayer money had already been disbursed 15 years. Prison term suspended for 7 years has been placed before the court for consideration. Fendi Masemola was placed on precautionary suspension facing charges under the Public Finance Management Act.
National Police Commissioner Fendi Masemola has long maintained a stoic persona in the face of the country's crime wave. However, the cracks in his armor were visible as he appeared anxious, nervous, and somewhat emotional in the dock. Masemola faces 4 counts of violating the Public Finance Management Act. He will now be added to the fraud and corruption case of alleged criminal kingpin Vusimuzi Matlala and 12 police officers.
This is basically based on the law and based on the facts before the IDEC, and therefore IDEC has done what they're supposed to do, and obviously we are not the ones who are saying somebody's guilty or not. We are just presenting the matters to the court, and the courts will make decisions on the basis of the evidence that will be brought here. We are not going to protect people who do wrong things.
Masemola insists the law must take its course.
Well, I don't say which hand, but all I can say is that I don't think one should have been here today. We should be fighting organized crime as a group.
You'll be joining Vusi Matlala and 15 others in the dock. What's your response to that, General?
I have not done corruption. I am charged on PFMA, so I don't understand why I should join him, but probably the choice is not mine.
Some of those who attended the court appearance want to see Masemola suspended.
It shows once again that nobody is above the law. The SAPS is in a mess. Let me put it like that.
I have said in the portfolio that very soon we will have no management left within the South African Police Services. That's how deep the rot is. This man, Masemola, has been protecting people that have been charged when they should have been suspended. Today he is in court.
For now, Masemola remains the country's top cop. While some believe he's been targeted, others say he has a case to answer to.
In October 2023, a vehicle carrying actress and socialite Tebogo Thobejane was shot at near Sandton. She survived. Investigators obtained WhatsApp messages in which Matlala allegedly instructed the hitman to shoot her in the face so that her family does not recognize her. He was arrested in May 2025. His wife, Tsakani Matlala, was also arrested. Bail was denied. He is detained at Kegosi Mampuru 2 CMAX. In July 2025, he was found with a cell phone inside prison. He is now a state witness agreeing to testify against senior SAPS officials and politicians. Crime Intelligence Head Lieutenant Gen. Dumisani Khumalo testified that Matlala is one of the leaders of the Big Five syndicate involved in drugs, killings, hijackings, extortion, and rigged tenders. The Big Five allegedly had links to senior police and politicians. Tsakani Matlala was linked to a 37 million rand municipal contract and arrested in the Thobejane case. This is not a story of one corrupt man gaming a broken system. This is a story of a man who allegedly became part of the system. Babita Deokaran, a whistleblower investigating irregular hospital contracts linked to Matlala's companies, was assassinated in 2021. 14 bullets. Those contracts continued. In 2024, Matlala received a 360 million rand SAPS tender. The system did not stop him. In 2025, Parliament moved its ad hoc committee to Kegosi Mampuru prison to hear his testimony. He arrived in leg irons, dressed in Fendi, implicating former Police Minister Beki Cele and others including Senzo Mchunu, Fani Masemola, and Dumisani Khumalo. The question is not whether Matlala is guilty, he has admitted corruption. The question is how many above him will be held accountable. A street kid from Mamelodi, 360 million rand, lease tender. A murdered whistleblower. A brigadier bribed with cash and Ozempic. A prison cell with a cell phone. Parliament, Fendi, leg irons. Now a state witness naming names. When a man at the bottom of the street builds his way up through a system that should have stopped him at every turn, what does that say about the system? And now that he's talking, who in that system is most afraid? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more legal knowledge, breakdowns, and insights as we continue unpacking the law and justice, one case at a time.